Hello everyone. In the topic related to compositional functions and invertible functions, we'll see the questions related to them. And the first question is given as, let S is equals to 1 to 3, determine whether the functions, so these are the functions which are given here, three functions. F is mapping from S to S, defined as below, whether they are having the inverses or not. Find F inverse if it is exist. Then to find out, to say any function is uh, having the inverse, then what is the condition we will check it out. First of all, F is 1 1 and onto, this implies F inverse exists. Then from the given questions we'll see whether they are having the, whether they are 1 1 or onto. Look at the first question. So F is mapping from 1 2 3 to 1 2 3, this is your S. So 1 is going to 1, 2 is going to 2, and 3 is going to 3. So obviously one element of first set is going to only one element of the second set. Then it can be set as one to one function. And whether it is onto or not, each and every element of the second set is is the image of the one particular element of first set. So then F is said as onto also. Then F is 1 1 and F is onto, this implies F inverse will exist. Then, and how to write the F inverse? So take in the reverse order, this 1 1 is there, take 1 1. So 1 1, and second one 2 2 is there, take 2 2, and 3 3 is there, so take 3 3. Taking in the reverse order also, it will come as same. And look at the second question B. F is equals to 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1, 3 comma 1. Then looking at the second question, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, F is mapping from 1 is going to 2, so 1 is going to 2, 2 is going to 1, and 3 is also going to 1, so 3 is also going to 1. And can we say F is 1 1 function? F is mapping from S to S, 2 and 3 both elements are going to 1, so it is many to one function but not 1 1 function. So F is not 1 1. And F is not 1 1, then what about onto, whether it is onto or not? Each and every element of the second set should be image for some particular elements of the first set. 1 and 2 are related, but 3 is not related to any element, so that's why F is not onto also. So F is not 1 1 and F is not onto, this implies F inverse will not exist. So F inverse will not exist. That's it, no need of writing the F inverse now. And coming to the third question C, and how this C is given. Looking at the diagram, F is mapping from S to S, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 is going to 3, 3 is going to 2, 2 is going to 1. Now we'll see whether it is 1 1 or 1 1. Each element of S is going to only one element of second set S, then it can be said as F is 1 to 1 function. So first of all you keep it aside. And whether it is onto or not, each and every element of the second set is the image for some particular elements of the first set, then each and every element is going to be image for some particular elements of first set, then F is onto also. So F is 1 1 and F is onto, then F inverse will exist. and f inverse will be taken in the reverse order. 1 comma 3 is there, then take 3 comma 1, and 3 comma 2 is there, take 2 comma 3, 2 comma 1 is given, so take 1 comma 2. So this is your f inverse. And coming to the second question, let f is mapping from 134 to 125, g is mapping from 125 to 13, given by f is equals to 1 comma 2, 3 comma 5, 4 comma 1, g is equals to 1 comma 3, 2 comma 3, 5 comma 1. Then write down f inverse. Then write down g circle f. First of all, we write both the functions. So consider this set is going to be A, and this set will become B, and this also will become B, this will become C. Just you give the names for them. And this is as A. F is mapping from A to B, so it is going from 134 to 125, and one more set C. From B to C, G is the function, so C is a set as 1 comma 3. Now we'll see f is the function 1 comma 2, so 1 is relating to 2, and 3 comma 5, 3 is relating to 5, 4 comma 1, so 4 is relating to 1. And after that, G is the function 1 comma 3, so 1 is relating to 3, 2 is relating to 3, 5 is relating to 1. Now this is your function, given functions are shown here. Then g circle f is the function from A to C. G circle f is the function from A to C. Now A is the function containing 134 as the elements, so take up the elements. G circle f of 1 is going to 2, 2 is going to 3, so G circle f of 1 is equals to 3. And G circle f of 3 is equals to 3 is going to 5, 5 is going to 1, so G circle f is equals to 3. And one more, G circle f of 4, G circle f of 4 is equals to 4 is going to 1, 1 is going to 3, so this is your answer. Now G circle f, which is also going to be a function, and you can write 1 comma 3 as the first order pair, 3 comma 1 as the second order pair, next 4 comma 3 as the last ordered pair. So these are your particular values of the G circle f. Coming to the next question, let FGH be functions from R to R, then show that f plus g circle h is equals to f circle h plus g circle h. Next, f dot g, f into g, it is circle h is equals to the second one, f dot g circle h is equals to f circle h dot g circle h. It's a multiplication here, it is dot. And coming to proving of them, f plus g, so consider it as first one, it is the second one, f plus g circle h of x is equals to, then whenever circle is given, circle can be written as of, so it is f plus g of h of x. So f plus g of h of x can be written. So I am eliminating this particular circle from the theorem which is discussed in the last class, so it can be taken now. And this sum of the functions can be written as f of x plus g of x. Now multiply these f of h of x can be written as h of x can be written Second, g of h of x can be written from the same theorem statement. Then we can write f of h of x can be written as f circle h of x plus g circle h of x. So this is your given thing. So this implies f plus g circle h is equals to f circle h plus g circle h. I'm eliminating x from here. Coming to the next question, second question, f dot g circle h of x is equals to, then again circle can be written as half of x, half of h of x. So f dot g of h of x, then f dot g of h of x, then what you can write, this dot can be written, now multiply here, h of f of h of x dot g of h of x. So dot can be taken in the middle as usual, which is equals to f of h of x can be written as f of h of x, f circle of h dot g circle h of x. Now it can be taken, now x can be eliminated from both, then f dot g circle h is equals to f circle h dot g circle h. This is the proof. Coming to the next question, if f of x is equals to 4x plus 3 by 6x minus 4, x naught equals to 2 by 3, show that f circle f of x is equals to x for all x naught equals to 2 by 3, then what is inverse of f? Then just you see, and is asking to show f circle f